Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sarah. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade bread. This is honey wheat. So first thing I'm going to need is 2 cups of warm water. And if it's the first time watching, I always translate most of the ingredients from English to Pennsylvania Dutch. So water in Pennsylvania Dutch is wasser. Warm is warm, so it'd be warm wasser. And then I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of yeast. You can use dry active yeast. I will put the link to the flour and the yeast in the description below, so if it's your first time making bread, so that you have an idea what you're doing. And then I'm going to need 1/1 cup of honey. If you don't have honey, you can use sugar. I'm just going to guess. Let's say that's probably about 1/4 cup. 1 teaspoon salt. So honey in Pennsylvania Dutch is Honig. Salt is Salz. 2 eggs. Now this is something that I know most bread does not call for eggs, but my mom always put eggs in it, and apparently it makes it softer, and who doesn't like soft bread? So eggs in Pennsylvania Dutch is oil. Bread in Pennsylvania Dutch is brood. That's a little bit of a tongue twister or however you say that. It's brood. And 1/1 cup of butter. You can either do softened butter or melted butter. And then my recipe asks for 6.5 to 7 cups of flour, and that will all depend on how sticky the dough is still. So if you think it needs more or less, just go by what you think. So I'm going to put in 1.5 cups of whole wheat or spelt flour, and then the rest of it I'm going to do the premium all natural unbleached white flour. You can use, this is all-purpose white flour. You can use your preferred brand of white flour and your preferred wheat flour, whatever you prefer to use. I am using spelt flour. So 1 1/2 cups of whatever your wheat flour will be. If you have a stand mixer and you want to use that, go right ahead. I don't have one, so I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way. Alright, so I stirred that wheat flour in there. Now, let's take my rings off so I don't get those in the bread. Alright, so I'm going to add, I'll probably just add 2 cups at a time so that I don't get too much flour in it. As you go along kneading this, you want to scrape the bowl on the sides down so you get all the flour in. And for those of you who are used to kneading dough, well, this is how my mom always did it. And I know that a lot of people take their dough out and put it on a flat surface and just knead away, but I never got into that. So if you prefer to do it that way, that is totally fine. You can knead it however you want. I'm sure it'll taste the same. Alright, so I ended up putting 4, 5, 6 cups of flour in all together. See, 4, 5, yeah. I put in 6 cups of flour all together, and it's still a little bit sticky. And I really want it, I don't want to add too much flour because that gets you a dense bread, and I want it nice and soft. So I got some melted butter here, and I'm just going to go around the bowl, and if it's a little bit sticky, that grease will help you just to loosen it up a little bit so it doesn't stick to the bowl. And then I'm going to wipe butter all over that. And then I'm going to flip it and just kind of like make it nice in the bowl there. Alright, let me clean my bowl up a little bit here. There we have it. Now I am going to put a towel over it and set it on top of my stove. You have to set it at a warm place somewhere. If your house is too cold, like mine sometimes is, you can put your oven on warm and put it in there. Or if you have a proving drawer, that's even better. And then I will time that, and I'll let you know how long I let it rise. So I let it rise, and then I punch it down one time, and then I let it rise again, and then I put it out in pans and let it rise again. So I'll show you the process. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, flour in Pennsylvania Dutch is meal. It's not male, it's meal. My bread has proved for about 30 minutes. Actually, it's more like 37 minutes probably. And as you can see, it, I don't know, it definitely more than doubled in size. It probably almost tripled in size. But now I'm just gonna put some butter on my hand. And you can totally use coconut oil or avocado oil or whatever you want to use for the bread too. And I'm just gonna take it up on the sides there and just fold it over into the middle until it goes back down to its original size. And then I'm just going to kind of pinch the middle there, and then I'm going to flip it over. Now I'm going to put butter on top again a little bit just so it doesn't get too sticky. Now I'm going to cover it again and let it rise again for, probably won't take as long this time, we'll see. So this has risen for another 15 minutes again, and it already doubled in size again. So now I'm going to take it and put it in the pans, and then I'll let it rise again. So as you can see, it sticks to the bowl a little bit, but it's not bad at all. I'm going to try to split this into 3 loaves. So a loaf of bread in Pennsylvania Dutch is een leep brood. Oh, that's not big enough. So let's do a little bit more. anyone on here is familiar with making bread, I don't know how you did this part, but we always spanked our bread because there's bubbles in it, and you want to get rid of those bubbles so you don't have holes in your bread. That's what you call spanking some bread. You want to smack it until it looks like all the bubbles are out, like till you can't see any bubbles on top anymore. Alright, I think this one's pretty good. So I'm just pinching the middle here. Just try to shape it into a nice little loaf. And then I put it in the pan upside down. I have a glass bread pan here that I greased. I put it in upside down so it kind of gets the shape of a loaf of bread. If you're ever frustrated and you need something to take it out on, go make some bread. Take it out on your bread. Just a thought. Alright, I'm going to take this now and flip it over and put it in. So you got a nice flat surface on the top now. Now I'm just going to kind of fold it in there so it fits in the pan. So I have one non-stick pan, but I prefer the glass pans over the non-stick. Alright, now, in case there's still some bubbles in there, you just take a fork and poke holes in the top. If you buy a loaf of bread anywhere at like an Amish baker or something, they always have holes in the top, like fork holes, and that is why. It's to make sure there is no air bubbles in the bread. Alright, now I'm going to put these back on my stove where it's warm, and I'll probably let them rise for another 15 minutes. I'll see. The first time it proved for 35 minutes or something like that, and then the second time it was around 15 minutes, and now we'll see how long it takes to get. I want it just so it rises up to about the top of the pan before I put it in the oven, then it'll be a nice loaf of bread, because once you stick in the oven it'll rise a little bit but not much. Alright, so this bread proved for another probably about 30 minutes. I forgot to time it, but it's nice and above the pan. You can see that. But I'm gonna stick it in the oven now, and I put my crate on the second thing here, and I just put the top crate underneath so it doesn't ruin the bread. So this one didn't rise quite as much because apparently it wasn't quite as much dough in there. So I'm going to bake that for 25 to 30 minutes at 375, and then we'll see how it looks. I baked the bread for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to take it out and show you guys how cool it looks. So about halfway through, once the top was brown, I put a piece of foil over it so it doesn't burn. Look at that yummy goodness. Woo! So it's done. And you should be able to just tip it and it falls right out, just like that. Just like that. Alright. Let's get the other one out. I mean, that's like a perfect loaf of bread right there. Oh, it looks so yummy.
Can I say hi?
Come say hi.
Hi.
They can't see you. You gotta come over here. Oh, there you are. Over here, Liam. Over here so they can see you.
Okay.
Say hi. Are you gonna eat all the yummy bread then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I really want to try some.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta wait until it cools off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do.
Okay. Can you say thank you for watching?
Thank you for watching.
For
watching.
So I'm gonna cover the top with butter just to keep it nice and soft and moist. And then
Liam.
I usually
I'm Connell.
Okay, you guys.
He's Liam. Mom,
It's Liam.
Connell with the clip.
All right. If you don't want to put butter on it, my mom always just put water on it. She always just used a spray bottle and sprayed some water over the top. It's just to get the top nice and soft. All right, I'm gonna put butter over the top. Got my pastry brush here.
Pastry brush.
If you don't want to do this, you can also just take a stick of butter. Oh, I'm making a mess. Boys, can you go in the living room to run around, please? Thank you. If you don't want to do this, you can just use a stick of butter and just wipe it over the top too. Alright, I'm going to take this towel again, and just cover it for another, turn the stove off so I don't forget. I'll probably cover it for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll take it out of the pan. It is time to try the bread.
Welcome back to our channel.
Okay, Goofy.
Okay, Goofy.
Alright, we're going to take it out of the pan. Ah, there it is. There it is. Look at that.
I'm so excited.
Oh, yummy.
Yummy.
Mmm, it smells so good.
I bet I'll smell.
You can smell this one.
I think the
So the reason that I left it in the pan and covered it is I know some of it, I know at least the one loaf came out after it was done baking, but if it happens to be stuck in the pan, that just helps moisten the bottom of it so that it comes out easier. Alrighty. Now, we're going to take the one and we're going to cut it up, see what it looks like. Can you move, please? Thank you. Alright, let's cut this one up. Are you going to be the person to try it?
Yes.
It is so soft.
Oh,
it's so soft.
I want to eat that.
You want to eat that piece?
Yeah.
I wanted to show you how soft the bread is too. It's so nice and soft. I'm gonna, once this is a couple days old, I'm gonna take one of these and dry it and make kamea soup, and I'll make a video about that and show you guys. Show you guys the kamea soup video. Kamea soup is church soup, and that's what we would eat every time we had church, and that was our lunch. So I'll make a video about that. Keep watching my videos and hit the thumbs up if you want to see more. If you want to get a notification when I upload another video, please hit the bell button so that you see when I upload another video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Is it good? Yay. Should I take a bite too?
You got that one.
I should do that. This one.